Hello, and welcome to another crazy live stream, whatever we're doing here. I'm Steve, welcome to another Mac84 live stream. You interrupted me watching some Saturday morning cartoons, which is, it's practically a law, so you gotta watch them. I'm a bit early, this is a bit different time for me, but first off, hope the video and audio look okay, and sound okay. And yeah, so I had some time this morning. I figured I'm going to be pretty busy this weekend doing non-computer things, so let me get this out of the way. So, I got a bunch of PowerBooks here, as you can see. Some I think are older MacBooks, and some are PowerBooks. But, yeah, we're going to have some fun here. Probably going to turn this off, because we might have to use this screen, but we'll just press pause on our Laserdisc player here. There we go. We could come back to that in a little bit. Hello, Retro Computer Guy. Hello, Raw Elements. Hello, Dana. Hello, Bobby. And anybody else I missed? We got 12 early birds here. Well, for me, it's early. For me, it's 9:30 a.m., which is a little bit early for me on a Saturday. But we have some cool things to look at, and I would have probably not gotten the time to do it at another time. So, might as well do it today, this morning. So, I got some PowerBooks here. They are from a good friend of mine. He works at a recycling facility called Chase Recycling, and I put the URL in the video description in case you are in the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, or even Pennsylvania in the United States. It's not too far of a trip, and he has a bunch of goodies. So I picked up some PowerBooks here, and obviously this is from an e-waste type facility. This stuff is not going to be in the best condition. Especially these aluminum ones, they have some dents and stuff like that. But for me, the price is right, and I can always use some parts. So they were going to get scrapped anyway, so why not give them a nice home? What I'm really excited about is these 12-inch PowerBooks. I have 3, only 2 are working. I originally had an 867 megahertz model, and that died in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. This is these are later models, I believe. We'll test them. And this, I've never had one of these before. Oh my goodness! This is a 17-inch PowerBook. I am very excited to turn this on because I just put some memory in this, and because it didn't have any before. We're gonna test this. We're gonna see how far we get because I'm excited about that. Yeah, so that's my first 17-inch PowerBook, and I don't even have a 17-inch MacBook or anything like that, so I'd be very excited if we could get this thing working. So what, I'm just going to make some space here, because there's 3 more laptops over there that I have to go grab, and then there's a desktop and an iBook also. So let me move some of these over to this table to my left, which you can't see. And let me move some of these PowerBooks over too. Maybe we'll work on the 17-inch first, because that's what I'm most excited about. But I do want to show you some of the other things. One second, let me go grab them right here. So we have 3 early MacBooks. You can see some are not in the best condition. I'm going to guess these are like 2006 models, very early. That's an excellent question, Nick. I don't have an answer to that. And then we have a iBook. Battery taped to the bottom. I'm going to assume this is a G3 iBook. Yeah. Oh, the screen is shattered. Oh yeah, that is. It smells like feet. Keyboard smells like feet. Awesome. We're off to a good start. I'm curious what the specs are on this. Great thing about these, you can just lift up the keyboard. Hey, we got an airport card. Alright, well that makes up for the cracked screen. Nice. This is a 700 megahertz iBook. Originally came with 128 megabytes of memory, 20 gigabyte hard drive, and a combo drive. So it's a CD burner DVD reader. Not bad. I actually have some spare iBook LCDs. I used to repair them a long time ago. Nothing like the 8-bit guy. He did a full repair business. I just bought the parts cheap and tried to fix up broken ones I had. So yeah, might be able to fix this one. Maybe not today, but cool. Yeah, these. It's really funny how big you think they are. They look rather these days. Bobby, Footbook. Yeah, that's probably not a bad nickname for them. And then there's. Let me move this. I have to put something on the desk here that's quite large. This is definitely not a laptop. Oh boy. What's just one more G4 tower? You know, it's just these things. I see them a lot. I don't know if it works. Again, untested. But this is not the most common one I have. I have a lot of the 450 megahertz second generation AGP models. That seems to be the most ones that I have in my collection. This is a 466 megahertz digital audio model, I believe. We'll confirm that. But the sticker on the back here... Oh, boy. Give your muscles a workout in the morning. The sticker on the back here says 466 megahertz, 1 megabyte of cache, 120 megabytes of memory, 30 gigabyte hard drive, CD burner, Rage 128 graphics video card, 56K modem, and gigabit Ethernet. And we have that digital audio port there. So we know that this is a digital audio model. That port can accept those iMac G4, those Pro speakers, etc. There is an ADC connector there for the graphics card. And we do have a SCSI card as well. So we're going to be testing this in a little bit. I'm going to test some PowerBooks first. Then we'll put this behemoth back on the desk. But yeah, hopefully the power supply works. Cause well, let's see. Does it look all right inside? Is there even a hard drive in here? Come on. Hold on. I don't want to break this thing. There we go. And one hand to trying to get the camera off. There we go. Oh, you know what? It's a little dusty, but does not look too bad. There's even an airport card in this one. How about that? I'm getting the airport card lottery today. Right there. Jeez. So that's a good question, David. So David asks, do you use any humidity temperature sensor where you store your computers to ensure they do not degrade over time? So we got a PRAM battery here. We'll remove. Let me get this thing off the desk here, and then I'll answer your question. Sorry, the camera's tilted. Let me just. Oh boy. Oh no. I knew that was gonna happen. Everyone just took a free dive with me. There we go. We're all safe, don't worry. Oh boy. All right, let me catch up to the comments here. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure there are e-recycling places where you are raw elements, but maybe not close to you. And I didn't even know about them until I started talking to friends and such. $60 and up for an iBook. Well, working, I guess that's not too bad, but... Yeah, iBooks, a lot of things are getting expensive. I don't know why. Callum is getting his first Power Mac next week. Nice. That's a good model. Okay, so David, I am in a basement right now on the East Coast. The humidity is not too bad, and I've had machines here for a few years. I've never really had a problem with moisture or anything like that. I have a little temperature sensor on my desk here. It's about 68 degrees right now in the basement, and it usually stays between 67 to 70 degrees pretty much all year round. Today it's supposed to be about 95 outside, so it might be like 70, 71, 72 down here. But it stays pretty cool, which is good. So I don't think I have to worry too much about that, but that is something to consider. A lot of these machines, before I brought them home, were stored in a garage, and I mean, some of the traces on those beige Macs don't look too well, but yeah. Classic Mac, that is an awesome purchase. A PowerBook 1400C with the NewerTech G3 card. Very, very cool. I wish I had one of those upgrade cards for a PowerBook. Okay, back to the comments. Just finishing this up here. So, oh yeah, that is pretty good. 2 1 GHz titanium PowerBooks for $20 each. Nice score of raw elements. A boxed PowerBook for $50. Nice job, Philip. And let's see. Yep, yeah, I am trying to stay cool. We'll see how it is later today when I have to venture out into the real world. Okay, so that was the desktop there. We will look at that a little bit later. We looked at this iBook already, kind of. We'll revisit that. I'm just excited about this 17-inch PowerBook because, my goodness. Let's compare the sizes like Apple did in their commercials. So we got this is a bit silly when you look at them directly. But, and of course my tripod is like all over the cable here. There we go. So look at that. The 17-inch, obviously, a 12-inch. Look at that. Oh, nice, a PowerBook Duo score. Good job, Nick. That sounds cool. Make sure the power supply works. If not, there's like 2 or 3 capacitors you gotta change. Not too hard to do. They're just stuck in a weird area. And so you get no signs of life from it when you put a PowerBook in. Don't worry. Alright, so let's take a look at the screen sizes. So obviously this is a 12-inch or 12.1-inch screen. And then just we look at this massive 17-inch screen. Just look at the size difference of this thing. Oh my goodness, this is really cool. This is I've never had a 17-inch PowerBook before. I had the 12-inch before, but I never had a 17-inch before. But I love the compactness of this 12-inch model. I really do. I want to take one to work and just like type notes on it all day because it's so portable. I mean, yeah, it's a little thick, but I have no idea the specs of this one. I really don't. I think it's one of the last ones they made, Classic Mac. So it might be. Yeah. So let's close this one and we'll put that to the side. Let me put the camera down for a second so I can use both my hands. Okay, and I do have a power cord here. I hope the 65 watt adapter will work fine. Okay, and we're gonna set this up like that. Now, I did put some memory into the bottom of this. It is missing a battery. I do not have a battery for it. If this works, maybe that's something I'll have to pick up. I did put memory in the bottom. There is this metal cover, I guess. That goes over here. It was taped here. So there's some screws missing. I'll have to find some screws, but not the end of the world. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a big boy. Okay. Alright, well let's see what we got here, guys. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna work? The screen doesn't look cracked, so I'm hopeful that it's not. But we can only guess. So what do you guys think? You think the I really hope this 17-inch will work because where am I plugging this in? There we go. Well, the adapter turns green. The only signs I briefly tested this by pushing the power button when I put the memory in, and I got the beep beep beep. So I tried other dims, and that's where I sort of stopped the other day. But all right, let's push the power button here. We got a light. We got a chime. Hey, Alright, come on. Let's see that nice screen here. No screen yet. Oh, there, wait. There we go. Hey, that looks pretty good. We got a flashing question mark here because obviously we have no hard drive in it. Wow, that is a tiny screen. Like, look at the resolution of that. Like, my goodness, it lives. It's fantastic. Wow, that is really cool. Yeah, we just need to put Tiger on here. We're all set. Do I have some Tiger discs? I actually do. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. So I have my little collection of discs here. This is exciting. Do I have Tiger in here? I might not. Let me just check. Yeah, here's Tiger, the CD version. Very legitimate, of course. I have the DVD retail version. I never had the CD version, so I had to compromise here. Hope this optical drive doesn't scratch things up. It's a little snug. A little snug going in there. Alright, it took the disc. That's good. We're not going to get to do much because there's no hard drive in here. So we can't... There is no hard drive, I don't think. Because this is bent on the... I'll show you. There's a little bit of a bent corner here. And when I got this, the case was kind of lifted up. So I could see there was no hard drive in here. There are no screws or anything holding this in, so I'll have to get some screws. And it's booting off of the Tiger DVD, CD. How about that? Look at that. That's awesome. That is very cool. My goodness. I think I actually have a spare hard drive somewhere, but that will be an installation, I'm sure. But let's just boot it up, see if we can recognize the memory, confirm the model number. I'm just reading the comments here. SSD it. Yeah, you know, I have not put a PATA SSD in a machine yet. I know there are a lot of IDE adapters and stuff like that. The problem is the laptop hard drives and the laptop connectors, rather, use a different IDE pinout, which isn't too bad. I mean, I could find one, I'm sure. But this is definitely worth the refurbishment, because I never, ever had a 17-inch PowerBook. They were the top of the line back in the day. Even a PowerBook, a recycler, would have been like, oh, yeah, it's a big screen, it's beautiful. I mean, look, there's a plastic crack here. There's this had all sorts of stickers on the screen, like a ticket or something. That I've cleaned off there. Action Retro says he used an M2 SSD to IDE adapter in his 12-inch PowerBook G4. That's awesome. Now, see, that's the only thing. Obviously, the system bus here is going to be the limitation of how fast things could go. Obviously, M2 SSDs are not too expensive these days. But in my mind, it's like your big old chunky SSD would work fine. But of course, that's the space limitation is what you're working around here. There's not enough space in that bay to accommodate a big chunky SSD, you know, the standard size 2.5-inch SSDs, and then, you know, an adapter. So I think the way Action Retro is going is probably the best way there. Yes, I am living the dream. Now it looks like we kind of stalled out here. It might be that this copy of Tiger is like .0 and this needs like .3 or something like that. I would not be surprised if that was the case. That's not bad, Action Retro. Not bad at all. You have to send me a link or something to that. If you want to email me at mac84tv@gmail.com, Action Retro, I'd be happy to to take a look at that. 1046. Let's look up our Mac Tracker friend here. Usually right about these things. And I'm just going to select the last PowerBook G4, just in case this is the last model. It might be. And this requires 10.4.2. So, might just be hitting the ceiling there. But, oh yeah, I could definitely do FireWire Target Disk Mode. I could put in my Tiger disk and boot off of it from an external FireWire drive. I've done all that before, and tons of other things. I just don't want to spend too much time on this because we have a bunch of other PowerBooks to look at. I'm very happy to know that this works, though. There's like one dot on the screen here that I can't touch. That might be like a pin, like something pushed on the back of it. But you know, it's one dark spot in the top where the menu bar usually is. Look, it's not perfect, but it works. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I could do a Linux CD, but why would I want to do that? I have plenty of Mac OS partitions. This is a Mac. All right, you can install Linux. You do whatever you want on your Mac. I'm just not too keen on that. If I'm gonna use a Mac, I'm gonna use it for the operating system and the applications. If I have the ability to do that, I will. Now, I've installed Linux on the Mac before. I'm not a huge Linux guy. I enjoy using Ubuntu when I have to, but it's just my brain doesn't work that way. Yeah, I think the installation did not make it too happy here. Let's eject the CD. At least I'll be able to cheat and look under where the battery is. It should be able to tell me the model of the machine and all that stuff. Now, what was funny is when I got this, like I said, the top case came undone, and let's see how scratched up this just got. Oh, not too bad. So this whole top case was separated. And what was funny is the display connector was just sitting right here under the keyboard. Now, where that display connector actually has to go is if you remove this metal piece here and you remove this memory module, the ADB and keyboard connector actually go right here. That little orange cable. So whoever was putting this back together either didn't care or couldn't figure out where this went. I'm going to guess they didn't care. And so I just had to feed that cable through here, plug it in, and put the memory in. And that seems to have done it here. Now, obviously, I'm going to need some screws. Probably want to get a battery and stuff like that. But I am very, very happy that this boots up. My first 17-inch PowerBook. I'm glad it's not a parts-only machine. It will need some refurbishment. There's a lot more tape on here than I'd like normally on my PowerBooks. But that is a win. That is awesome. And the screen is not in too bad condition. The case is in okay condition. I think once I get some screws there, I'll be in better shape. Hey, Brian, good morning. You're up early. Well, it's not that early, I guess. Brian says his Xserve runs Linux, but it's just because it's the only computer he has that works with his RAID, and he wanted a home hypervisor. Okay. Yes, this is DDR2, so I'm assuming this is the last model. It is a PowerBook G4 17-inch, 1.67 gigahertz, 512 megabytes of memory, 120 gig hard drive, and a super drive. So that would be pretty cool if this is the last model ever made. Because, yeah, might as well have a 17-inch. Might as well go home with the biggest one. How about that? Awesome. Well, I'm sure yours has all the screws. Sweet. I wonder if this has the high-res screen. I'm going to assume it does, because that startup question mark was awfully a little tiny, but maybe it's not. Maybe they offer these in two configurations. Again, I'm not too knowledgeable about the 17-inch because I never had one. But, oh, cool. Yeah, I think I have some of the 15-inch, and I know I have the last 12-inch model because I bought that not too long ago. But this is a nice find. This is a very nice find. So I'm going to put this aside very carefully. And let's work on the 12-inch ones. Let's see if we get any love from these guys. They look so much smaller on my desk. I mean, jeez. Oh, my phone is buzzing. Let me just check what that's about. Nope, nothing important. Okay. Yeah, so I had a my history of Mac laptops is I traded. There was a museum called the Liberty Science Center. It's still there, but essentially I traded. There was like a junk thing where you could trade in junk and you got junk. You got stuff. So I think my parents traded in our old. My dad got his old Xerox machine, huge machine, like this tall, this wide, huge thing. He traded that in and our old ImageWriter 2 printer. I didn't have a say in it. You would get like points. And I think I got enough points to get, it was either 1 or 2 PowerBook Duos, just the PowerBook. And I think maybe we had a floppy drive or something. My memory's a little hazy on this because I was so young. But then I think my father, at his job, he worked as like an art director. And so they had to have the latest and greatest technology. So all the old stuff ended up just like not being used. So he took home like a power adapter. I think he even took home a PowerBook Duo that didn't work, and maybe an external floppy drive. But either way, the PowerBook Duo 230 was like my first laptop. Then we got a used one on eBay, which was a 270C. Later on, I got a 540C. And we got a 1400 CS on eBay, but it was a scam. It was all corroded. Ugh, it's disgusting. I have to see if I can fix that up one of these days. But it's been sitting probably for 15, 20 years like that. And later on, I got a refurbished key lime clamshell G3 iBook. So that was my computer for early days of school. And later on, I got a 12-inch PowerBook G4. So very similar to this, but it was the first generation 867 megahertz model. It was used. It was refurbished by Mac of all trades. It worked well until I left it in the car, and it got very cold. It was the winter, and I brought it inside without letting it come to room temperature, and I turned it on, and the condensation must have killed it. Thankfully, the data was fine. I was able to take the hard drive out. By that time, I didn't really have a laptop. However, this was about 2006, 2007, or 2008, because I was still using the G4 for a lot of stuff. And my brother had one of the first generation MacBooks, a black MacBook, which I still have. It's a Core Duo, not a Core 2 Duo, just a Core Duo. And he ended up wanting a 15-inch MacBook Pro, so he did one of those things on the internet where you sign up for these things and you get points, and it basically cost him a few $100s, but he got a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and I got his 13-inch MacBook, which was a good deal for me. So I ended up using that until I got a 2008 MacBook around 2010. I got it for $200 because some student poured wine on the keyboard and said, "Oh, my parents will buy me a new one." So I picked up a 2008 15-inch MacBook. That's the latest laptop I have, besides my work laptop, which is a 2015 model. But my personal laptop is a 2008 MacBook. I really don't use it much anymore because it's a Core 2 Duo. It's a 2.66, so it's an upgraded model. Backlit keyboard, really nice, but I just, I don't need it to use it with my work laptop that I have access to these days. But yes, that's the brief history of time of me with laptops. But I loved that 867 megahertz 12-inch. I thought it was really cool. I remember playing Halo on that. It was the fastest machine I had for the longest time. But let's see if these could work. These are later models here. Yeah, the white MacBooks and the black MacBooks, the plastic MacBooks. Hard drive is stupid easy to access on those. I wish they kept that around. But all right, so yeah, so the 12-inch PowerBook, you get these array of ports here, obviously. So this didn't really change much. I think the 867 megahertz one had a mini VGA port. This has mini DVI. So that's a way you could tell this is an upgraded one right off the bat, because only the first generation, I believe, from memory here, I'm going from memory, I believe the first gen had mini VGA out. But this has mini DVI. So this has to be one of the later models. And this is the same thing. So, yeah. So let's let's test them out first. Yeah, I remember taking apart my 867 model. I thought it was just the DC inverter board, and it's still in parts. It's in a box somewhere. I never put it back together because I'm like, screw this. Oh boy. I didn't know that, Steven. That's pretty cool. All right, so here's a 12-inch. Actually, we could read the specs. They put them right below the battery here. See if I don't rip my thumbnail off by doing this. My MacBook Pro is a unibody one, thankfully. All right, so the sticker is really ripped up there. 1.33 gigahertz, 256, 60 gigabyte super drive airport. So not bad. Let's see if the airport card's still in here. Oh no, somebody ripped off the connector for that airport card. How savage is that? How savage is that? All you gotta do is unplug it, and you ripped off the poor thing. Oh, that's sad. Well, nothing else. This is a part machine. That's sucky. That's kind of sucky. Again, you're dealing with these are machines that were destined for waste. So obviously, there's a reason why they're all here. Whether it's just old and they couldn't use it anymore, or someone got angry and threw it against the wall. That's what you got to deal with. What a monster! Yes, exactly. All right, so. Oh yeah, I can see how that could be slow. I actually put an SSD in that MacBook I have, and it actually sped it up dramatically. Well, let's try to enter it. Now we don't have any memory installed on the bottom, but these do have built-in memory. So, got the plug it in. What do you guys think? Think it's gonna work? Think we're gonna have problems? What do you say? What do you say? I got these PowerBooks from a friend of mine who works at a recycling center. The website of that recycling center, if you're in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania area, it's called Chase Recycling. If you go to chaserecycling.net, CHASE, link is in the video description. They're a recycling center, so you never know if you're going to get PowerBooks there or just Dells or whatever's. But they have a lot of cool stuff there, so if you're in the area, might as well check it out. But he knows that I'm into this stuff, and this stuff was just destined for scrap. They couldn't. Maybe they did some testing. I don't know. But okay, so cannot fail. All right, chime. Okay. All right, let's see. Hey, it chimed. There we go. Disk drive is making noises. Let's see if the display will come on. We got a screen. And it's booting. So we have a hard drive in here. Holy crap. Yeah, Brian, they also accept e-waste. I've done it through him directly. I don't know if it's through the company or not, but yeah, we'll talk if you need some guidance on that. It's booting into Tiger. Okay, we got. Wow. All right, so these probably have passwords on them. No. Password. Hint is 5678. No. I wonder if they meant what's before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Master password cracker. Oh boy. Oh, that is too funny. That is too funny. Oh my goodness. This seems jeez. I'm sorry. I'm just cracking up here. Yeah, Mac84. They'll hack your passwords, yo. Oh, man. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hello, Timothy. It doesn't look like this machine has much on it. Probably actually a fresh install. Let's check the applications. It's usually the biggest giveaway here. Looks like your stock... I mean, the screen actually looks great. I'm not seeing really any blemishes or anything. We got iWork 09. So this thing was used at least until 2009, 2010. And what was that? Flip for Mac? Okay, so someone installed some video player on here. Yeah, let's look at the about this Mac. I think this is a 133, according to the sticker on the bottom. Yep, 133 gigahertz, 256 megabytes of memory built in. Not bad. And my camera's smudgy. Let me clean that off there. Sorry. That's a little bit better there. I'm just holding this with my hand. So, yeah, this is not bad at all. We got no Wi-Fi because someone savagely ripped out the Wi-Fi card in here. Yeah, let me log out of Bob. There was another user. I wonder if there are any more applications or anything installed on that side. Steve is elite hacksaw. Yes, Scarlet Swordfish. Welcome to the party. Password. I wonder if it's the same. Password hint and num? I bet it's the same numbers. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why would the passwords be any different? Oh boy, that's funny. All right, let's see. We got anything? Oh, we got a virtual PC start menu here. Look at that. We got right there. So that's the virtual PC start logo there. I would want to assume that these weren't these people's actual passwords, that maybe they were reset, you know, from a company standpoint or something at one point to recycle them. Amazing. That's the same combination I have in my luggage. Spaceballs. Great movie. Oh boy. Yeah, let's open up iTunes. I mean, I'm not going to really snoop too much on live camera here, but don't want to open anything too personal here. Doesn't look like this this machine has been really used at all. Because if I go to the users thing here, I go to music and I open up iTunes. Oh, look at that! There's tons of music in here. How about that? A bunch of artists that I hardly recognize. Now that's what I call music number 27. Oh boy. I'm not going to play anything, obviously, for copyright reasons, but don't you just love the colors on the sidebar here? Why did you get rid of that, Apple? Why did you get rid of colors and fun? What's wrong with you? The last date played of some of these is 2010. So this machine was used not too long ago. Oh boy. Alright, so let's close that. Here we go. Virtual PC list. Windows XP Professional. Let's start that. Oh, it's actually not installed. So the icon's here, but it's not. It's coming up with a question mark. So not there anymore. Wow. Yeah, not too long ago is for me 10 years ago, because 1999 feels like it was a year or two ago. So I'm an old man. Okay, yeah. So this is obviously some type of thing was, you know, refreshing here happened, and did that say Steven? Has my name on it too. Maybe there was another user here. If I go to users, no, we don't have a Steven. Maybe there was a Steven. That is a little eerie. But, alright, cool. So there's not too much we could do with this, I guess. It does work. I am happy about that. So again, this is a 1.33 gigahertz, 256 megabyte model. And I'm happy that this works. So I'm going to shut this down. It's my computer from the future, yes. Yeah, I usually don't name them like Steven's computer. I'll actually like type the name of the machine, like PowerBook 12-inch 1.33 gigahertz, and that'll be the name of the computer. So, you know, I guess if a Steven owned this, they named their computers differently than I do. Yes, someone did take a bit of care of rating all the iTunes music. I mean, holy crap. You talk about, like, people that would do that stuff and add all the album art and stuff, like... I mean, yeah, there were programs you could download to, like, do that stuff for you, but the people who did it by hand, I mean, jeez. Alright, let's put this one to the side. Let's see if we have the same luck with this guy. We have a memory door that's kind of hanging off here. Oof, that that battery connector, the release lever has seen some better days there. Oof, it's kind of hard to see here, but it's all like gunked up and scratched. That is this is actually, how about this? A 1.5 gigahertz. 512 megabytes of memory, 80 gigabyte hard drive, super drive, airport, Bluetooth. Let's see if this one actually has an airport card in it, or if they destroyed it too. Hey, look at that! See, look how hard that was. How hard is that? You have a plastic tab here. Let me get it out here. You have a plastic tab, and you pull it gently. And look, you could pull the card out if you remove that connector. But obviously, we're talking about a recycling center. Time is money. They don't care about this stuff. They're just going to rip it off. So, yeah, these models were not cheap. I'm going to put that back in there. These models were not cheap. I mean, you look at the Internet Archive and go back to Apple's old website. These were at least $2,000 each. I mean, these are PowerBooks. You know, $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 depending on the model that you got and depending on all the extras. They never gave you memory, like a lot of memory built in. So like this only had 256 built in. You had to, you know, add some to the bottom here. And only with one slot. And they started with the slow 4200 RPM hard drives. You had to get upgrade it to a 5400 RPM hard drive or whatever, you know. Typical Apple. All right, let's plug this in and see if we get any life out of it. Screen looks to be in okay shape. Let's get the camera a little closer here. What do you guys think? Think this one, we're going to go 3 for 3? The light comes on. That's good. Action Retro says alive. Well, let's see. I hear the optical drive doing something. See if you guys could hear that. I don't know if you guys could hear that. The optical drive is doing something. Nothing on the screen yet. I didn't hear a chime. Sounds like there's a disc in there, honestly. Huh. Nothing on the screen. Oh, yeah, Nick, I don't know if I could do that. Thank you, Timothy. Yes, Tiger would be great. I hear the fans running. There's no image on the screen, though. Maybe this had a fault or something. Something is... let me see if I can get an adapter. Maybe there's something wrong with the screen. Because I could plug this into the screen here. It's not quite dead. I'm not dead yet. Yeah, I think I could. Let me go grab an adapter. If you will pardon me for a few minutes, I'm gonna go grab an adapter. I'm not gonna slap it. It is a nice PowerBook. It's been through a lot. It's been through a lot. Let me go see real quick. Let me see if I can get an adapter. Okay, I found two adapters. Let's hope one of these actually works. No, let's not have it catch on fire. Why do you not update your Mac to OS Catalina? Because I like 32-bit applications, and because without an upgraded graphics card in this 2009 Mac Pro, I'm not going to run it. I'm on High Sierra. I'm perfectly fine with that. I do not, at the current time, need the latest and greatest operating system. I was on Mavericks for the longest time. There's nothing in Mojave that I need right now. On my 2012 machine, maybe if I update to the latest Final Cut Pro and I get it, spend a few $100s on a graphics card, that'll probably help me with my video editing. I'm not gonna go too crazy about that right now. That's just not. I just don't need to. So, I'd rather keep it older until I have to. But okay, yeah, let's plug this in. Now I have this. This was I got a PowerBook new in the box. Well, not new, but it was used. This adapter was in there. This is a VGA adapter. Don't think it has been used. It still has the little caps on it. We will be gentle. Look how shiny and white that is. All right, let's plug it into our display here. See if let's make sure we're using the right VGA cable, because I have too many here. There we go. Let's plug that in. Let me unplug it, plug it back in. I'm not hearing any noise now. There we go. I hear the disk drive. Nothing on the screen though. It's so weird. It sounds like it's like gonna do something. Yeah, this one might be busted. The this light keeps on blinking here, so it's not making the best connection, but it's powering it. And this optical drive is going. Let me see if it'll respond to like me holding down the mouse button to eject the disk. Does it smell new? No, it does not. Doesn't have that Apple smell. Yeah, Mavericks is one of my favorites, tech and music. And nice to see here. Nice video that you did on the LC. I'm happy you got them working. Oh, there goes my alarm of where I was supposed to wake up. I woke up early. Yeah, this is it's a shame. It's I think the top of the line, at least the last model they made of PowerBook. But yeah, it's not ejecting the disc, making some weird noises. We have some other PowerBooks to test, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this. But We got one PowerBook working, so this will be a parts one. At least this has an airport card cable. How about that? We'll put our adapter back in its little thing here in a vain attempt to keep things nice and neat. We might need that again later. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That is right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, maybe it's something with the power. Who knows? There's a phone number on this tape here. Maybe I could call that. What happened to your PowerBook, dude? There is... The memory door is held on by one screw. Let me see if we could... Maybe there's something in there. Nope. No memory in there. I wouldn't say that's rust, but it's a little dusty. Who knows? Who knows what life this poor thing had? Missing almost every screw on the darn thing. Yeah, I must say that my original 12-inch PowerBook was in much worse shape than these guys, all things considered. Alright, so that was another 12-inch PowerBook. If I could turn this display off there. There we go. Yeah, I don't think it's a power adapter, but it might be the board on the laptop itself to power the machine. The DC inverter board or any of those parts like that. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh boy. Alright, here's a 15-inch. Let me grab the power cord because it fell on the desk. Under the desk. Alright, let's see. This looks like the screen's okay. Keyboard looks okay. Got a battery. I'm going to hide that phone number there. In fact, I don't want to give away people's information. There we go. I'd remove that label, but I'm not going to stick with Gugon right now. So, looks to be in decent shape. Has a FireWire 800 port on it. We got your full PC card slot there. There's some scuffing and some gunk. Big scratch on the bottom. But other than that, this actually looks in pretty decent shape. So, let's give it a try. What do you guys think? You think this will boot up? Adapter turns green. All right, let's push that power button. Optical drive making a noise, and it chimed! Yes! Let's see if the screen comes on. Ooh, wait. Oh, there we go. Hey, look at that. There is some blemishing. There's a blemish spot here. And there's two sizable scratches here. But you know what? Not bad at all. So we got a dark spot there, you can kind of see, and we have two scratches here that really aren't too bad, all things considered. The screen is working. I'm surprised there's a hard drive in this thing. Jeez. Yeah, it looks like some of the backlight is leaking, but you know what? Ooh, might be having some graphics card issues here. Oh wait, there we go. No password on this one, huh? Wow. Okay, we got a 1.67 gigahertz PowerBook with 2 gigabytes of memory. That is not bad at all. Holy crap. Let's look at the info here. So we are running Leopard. We're running 10.5.8. This is a 5.6. Was that the top of the line? Really? Wow. I really am not, like, again, I haven't had any of these PowerBooks, so 5.8 was the last model, and this is the 5.6. So this is the second to last model. The last model had a dual layer super drive. I think that was the only difference on the last model machines. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but looking at Mac Tracker briefly, it seems that that was the main difference here. The last models of the G4 PowerBooks had super drives. But what's the resolution? That's a good question. Surprised this thing booted up. Oh boy, it's weird seeing that Mobile Me logo. Tell you that. We got 1280 by 854. Memory. DDR memory. So yeah, this is not the last model. This is probably the yeah, this is the 5.6 model. This is just regular DDR. Dana, I love your Photoshops, by the way. I might actually have a job for you, Dana, to do some Photoshopping for a product that I might need to show off in a video, if you're up for it. No pressure. Let's see. Ink. Oh, I remember Ink. Yeah, if you had a graphics tablet. That was cool. No worries, everyone needs a break. Yeah, let's look at the graphics here. 64 megabytes of memory for the video display. So not the top of the line, but... Alright, let's put that up here. I'm going to go get a glass of water real quick. I will be right back. Okay, my vocal cords are a little bit better. Alright, oh, bunch of comments here. Oh my goodness. Got 28 people watching in the morning. Hello, guys. Okay. No, the mic stopped because I went upstairs to get a glass of water. No, not Linux. Let's see. Yes, I'm back. I just step away for a minute. We've been streaming for how long? An hour. So yeah, I need a break every now and again. I'm only human. Okay. Well, the battery's actually charging here. I wonder how many cycles are on this battery. This screen is nice. All right, let's guess the cycles on this battery here. $167. Only 167 cycles on this battery. Whoa! Not bad at all. That is a nice surprise. That is a very nice surprise. Got a folder called Installers here. FileMaker Pro 7 trial. This guy was connected to a bunch of lab printers, so this must have been an academic machine, is my guess. There's something called Smart Board under System Preferences. To change the Smart Board settings, press Configure. What is Smart Board? Well, the button does nothing, so I'm going to let it charge up a bit before I just unplug it. Well, this has Wi-Fi that works. Let's go on the internet. That is a bad idea. This wallpaper is probably Apple's built-in wallpaper, if I had to guess. I'm gonna get the screen closer. Let me just let me get the small tripod I had. Where'd I put that? There it is. Because this machine is working. Oop. I want to play around with this for a little bit. So, sorry. Let me just get the tripod set up here. We're going to be a little wobbly for a second. I should use OBS to just select, you know, the "we'll be right back" message, but there we go. All right, there we go. Not too bad. Sorry to make y'all dizzy there for a moment. There we go. Okay, so yes, yeah, Safari is probably yelling at us about security. Yeah, you can't identify it because it's old. But wait, there it goes. Oh, Apple.com. You're not going to load up 100% there. Let's go to let's put you out of your misery here. Let's watch some YouTube. If I wanted it to catch on fire, sure. Apple. No. Go to Mac84.net. That should load up real quick. Even loads up on the 68K computer. I think Safari tanked itself. Let's try that again. No, not the Apple Start page. You know better than that. No. Well, it doesn't help that our date is set to 1969. So let's fix that here. Now, there are some ways to get around YouTube not working with different apps and different browsers and all this stuff. I have never tried it. I am not into doing modern stuff on a laptop like this. I'm sure it worked fine on some things and whatever. It's not me. It is. These kids these days with their YouTubes and their Facebooks, you know, that's all they think about when they see something old. I use it for a period appropriate time. But hey, look, loading up web pages just fine. How about that? So let's see. We don't really have any apps on here, I don't think, but Onyx we got. I never really used Onyx. That's right, yeah. You had the Mac Yak stream going, Action Retro. That was impressive. That was impressive. Yeah, I'm not going to do all this stuff, but neat to see. Let's clean this up there. There we go. Ah, Front Row. Who remembers Front Row? Did I get any really old PowerBooks? I don't know. I'm still working through the stack. What you're seeing is what I'm looking at. Front Row. Yeah, this has a I think has a no. I think the MacBook Pro has a sensor. Oh, this might have a sensor for a remote. I just honestly don't recall. I always liked this interface. Very simple. No music. Front row was neat. The original Apple TV had front row as the interface. Not bad. It looks like everything else is pretty much stock on this machine. Oh, we got some software updates here. Hello. Airport Utility. Allows you to configure Airport Express 802.11n. You know what? Let's install it. We probably need a... The username is user. And we got no password, so... Okay. It's very secure. Yeah, you know what, Dana? Honestly, it's fun to do that, but doing that on the live stream is... I feel like it's a little irresponsible, so I try not to do it too much. Yeah, but it's so tempting! What's really funny is looking at, like, the internet cache and finding old, like, animated GIFs or GIFs, however you want to say it, for old, like, banners and advertisements and stuff like that. That's really fun. That's really fun. Because I've done that before and found, like, a boatload of stuff, which is all interesting. And it's not stuff from the personal individual. It's all, like, from websites, you know. Yeah, but this display, I mean, look, it has some little flaws, but it's pretty decent. Yeah, that's probably a good idea to make a backup of those caches. Very cool. Very, very cool. What I'm going to do is, let's see what I can do here. I'm going to test one of the screensavers out. I have to run upstairs quickly. I will be back in like 2 minutes. Let's play around with Flurry. I will leave you to Flurry for a little minute. I will be back in about 2-3 minutes. I just have to go do something. I'll be right back. Watch the Flurry. Okay, I'm back. Do you get bored of the Flurry yet? The Flurry put you to sleep yet? My local thrift shop never wipes the hard drives. Nice. And I know some stores will rip out the hard drives and destroy the machine, which is so sad. Yeah, this camera is... Ugh. I'm not buying one now because of all this COVID stuff. Everything is just stupid overpriced. But oh, no worries, Dana. I did not realize the time it was. Good night. See, I stream at a different time to get a different audience. That is interesting. But have a good night, Dana. All right, yeah. So this one works. I'm going to make a note of this because this is cool. Before we shut it down. Look at that. It's running off of the battery. That is really freaking cool. Oh, man. This is a good Unreal Tournament machine. I don't think this could boot OS 9, but... Oh, we got 33 people watching here. Oh, and Dana, you make an excellent point. If anybody could like the video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, I mean, I think 99% of you are subscribed to the channel. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you did subscribe to the channel, because me and Bruce from Brankus Creations are having a little friendly competition. And you know what? We're currently like neck and neck in subscriptions, like 10 or 20 people apart. So we're just having a little friendly competition here. You're probably already subscribed to the channel, but if you're not, it wouldn't hurt. So just some friendly competition there. Thank you for liking the video. It's very, very kind of you. I see those likes going up. It doesn't cost you a cent, and it's very kind to see you doing that. Here I am using the trackpad on here to try and control the screen up there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh nice. Yeah, tech and music. That's pretty cool. Those old floppy drives. Very cool. Oh nice. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, I mean, Unreal Tournament 2003 and 2004 are a lot of fun. I prefer the classic one. It just runs so quick. I ran 2004 on my 12-inch 867 PowerBook, and it was a little sluggish, but this has a much better graphics card than that one did. But hey, I'm happy with this. I'm going to shut it down. We're going to try it the next one, see if we're as lucky. Probably not, but oh, Halo is, don't get me started on Halo. So that game, even on the Mac or the PC side, was just programmed terribly. It was ported terribly, and it just runs like garbage. I'm sure this has a DVD reader because it's one of the higher end models. Even if it wasn't, it would probably be a reader. This is probably a burner. Very, very nice. Very nice. Just tuned in to see you pull the cord from the PowerBook. I just got a 15-inch 167 off of Facebook Marketplace, and the battery not only holds its charge, but it says 9 cycles. Oh, sweet. Yeah, this has like 160 cycles or something like that. Not bad at all, David. That's a pretty sweet deal. Yeah, Brian, the 12-inch 867 only has, what, a GeForce Go 32 meg graphics card? Not too bad, but... Yeah, listen, I've played a ton of Halo on the Mac. That's why I'm saying it runs like garbage, because even like on a G5, it's sluggish. I mean, even on a PC at the time, it was oof. That's not bad, David. Very, very nice deal. Very, very good. All right, let's try the next PowerBook here. So we're testing a bunch of PowerBooks I got from a recycling center. All untested. I haven't powered these on before. So this one we had great success with. Very nice. Started up, worked fine. Battery and everything. So we're going to put that to the side, and we're bringing out the next one. So the next one is here. Yeah, maybe I was just running it with a poor graphics card, and honestly, I stopped playing it after the Universal Binary shortly came out. So who knows? Maybe I have to revisit it. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt. All right, so this is another 15-inch PowerBook G4. We got a little bit of a bend in the aluminum here. The aluminium screen looks okay. We got a battery. Same ports by the looks of it. Actually, no. This power button, this power jack is at the corner. The other one there was a Kensington lock there. Yeah, I think there's a broken key. I opened one of these and there was a key that fell off. Yeah, this key, the H key. We'll put that to the side. Who thinks this one's going to turn on? I have not tested these before. So, yeah, go try that, Tech and Music. I'm interested to see the benchmarks on that. Alright, we're going to plug this in. We get a green light on the power cord. Here we go. Hey! CD drive. Got a startup chime. That's what I like to hear. Any display? Maybe? Maybe you got a bad inverter? Oh, there we go. Ha! This has a hard drive in it too. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is funny. So, looks like the resolution is stretched a little bit. We have some gunk on the screen. That's clear. That's coming right off. I don't know if this is a scratch or just some gunk. Oh, just some gunk. That cleaned right off. Alright, so we're running Leopard here. Yeah, the resolution is not optimal here. Somebody was messing around with some settings here. We got a Wi-Fi card. We got a battery. iTunes is trying to start up. No. Hold on a second here, buddy. Let's try and calm down here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, let's... This is... No, iTunes. I told you to quit. Yeah, you hold on here, buddy. Hold on. Alright, oof. This smells like feet. This keyboard smells like feet. I think this keyboard is having the same smelling symptoms of the iBook. Ugh. Alright, anyway. Let's take a look at the specs here. No, not software update. Me and my clumsy thumbs. Yeah, no. We're gonna... No, stop. First off, let's see the specs of this. Oh, yeah, 933 megahertz PowerPC G4 with 1 gigabyte of memory. I didn't know they made a 933 PowerBook. Are you serious? 933? Okay, that's just... I don't know why. That's just hilarious to me. $933. I'm not seeing a 933 on Mac Tracker here. Unless I'm just looking at the wrong ones. I see a 1 gigahertz model. What is going on here? 5,6. 5,6. Either it's a... I don't think it's a prototype. Either... Maybe Leopard is not happy on this thing. I don't know. I've seen weird things like that before, definitely. Yeah, a 5,6 should be 1.5 gigahertz. Why is it at 933 megahertz? This is weird. They would have underclocked it. Well, first off, let's fix the resolution here, because that's going to drive me nuts. There we go. Much better. Energy saving. Optimization. Better performance. Let me remove the guy's name from this computer so we don't put this guy's last name out into the world. Let me reboot this. Maybe there was some weird energy setting or something. I mean, the battery is not charging. So it says battery is not charging. That very much could indicate there's something wrong. But let's reboot it, because it was also set on it wasn't set on better performance. So let's reboot this. I don't think it's a prototype or anything. I think there's just something funky about it. Let's look at this key. Yeah, I see one of the plastic bits broken off on this key. Probably nothing a little careful gluing wouldn't solve. But it's not going to go back in there perfectly. There's a little piece of plastic on this side here. But it looks like an original battery, but to be honest, I don't know. 37 folks. Oh my goodness. Hello guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I think this is a 39. Woof. I think this is the most views I've ever had in the live stream. So thank you. For anybody who is new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you ensure that you subscribe to the channel, just because me and my friend Bruce from Brankus Creations, we're having a little friendly competition of how many subscribers we could get. And he's currently winning. We can't have that. No, he has an excellent channel. We're just having a friendly competition here. We're like 10 to 20 people out. But if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. You get notified when I do these crazy streams. And it helps me out. Alright, iTunes is going to open up again. No. We're going to force quit you. Bad iTunes. Bad. Alright, yeah, let's look at the power. Yeah, still 933. That's weird. Well, so am I, Tech and Music. Still 933 megahertz here. Let's look at power. Let's see what we got here. Battery cycle count 0, but charge remaining is 0. Yeah, YouTube notifications are always broken already. Yeah, something is going on with this, because if we look at the details here. Yes, Charlie. Yeah, this the 41 viewers. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Yeah, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth PowerBook we've tried, fifth PowerBook we've tried, and only one didn't really work. So very interesting. Maybe try a different battery. Yeah, I could do that. I miss scroll bars too. Yes, I do. Oh, this PowerBook is in great shape here. My goodness. So yeah, let's try a few things here, because the mystery here, guys, for those of you who are just joining, this reads at 933 megahertz, which makes 0 sense because I don't think there was a 933 model released. Let's try. Well, first let's try and identify this properly. So this has an ATI 9700 graphics card with 64 megabytes of memory. It says this is a PowerBook 5,6. So if I open up Mac Tracker here and I open up to the 5,6 model, this should be a 1.5 or 1.67 gigahertz model. So, yeah. Interesting. No audio. What do you mean no audio? You alright? Can you hear me? The power adapter, I believe, is a 65 watt. Let me double check. That could be it. That's a good question. Yep, power adapter is a 65 watt. I could try another power adapter, but it worked with the 17-inch. And this is only a 15-inch. So I'm going to reset the PRAM. Let's see if that wants to help this out here. Do our 4-finger salute here. Yeah, I would have thought maybe the power supply, but if it worked on the 17-inch, there should be no reason why it wouldn't work on the 15-inch. Again, I can't Google this right now because I'm obviously live streaming. But if anybody wants to Google 933 megahertz PowerBook G4 15-inch 5,6 model, I'm sure you'll probably have more information than I do at this point. But, yeah, here we go. So I reset the PRAM here. Let's see what happens. I could always swap out the battery. But I'm very curious. It could be just something simple like that. It easily could be something simple like that, where the battery would cause the machine to run at a slower speed if the battery is bad. No worries, Danny. Happens to the best of us. Huh. Well, let's see what happens. Let's wait for it to come up here. And iTunes is going to launch by itself because we didn't disable it. No, that wasn't fast enough. Quit. There we go. Now let's connect to our Wi-Fi here. Good old Wi-Fi. Let's set the date and time to a respectable date and time. Yep, the power management unit may be the problem there, Brian. That's a very good guess. Yeah, something might have went kablamo. That's very, very possible. But hey, on the plus side, it shouldn't run too warm, right? Actually, it probably will run just as hot. Why is it not connecting? There we go. "40 watching. Oh my goodness. Well, hello everybody who's joined in the past 20 minutes. I think everybody's waking up, had their breakfast. Oh, Brian, that would be awesome. Yeah, I don't know what it could be, but let's go to About This Mac again. Oh, there we go. Look, 1.67 gigahertz. So the PRAM reset did it. How about that? We got it, folks. We got it. Now it's properly identifying as a 167 gigahertz Power Mac. We did it, folks. Thank you, everybody. We fixed it. Woohoo! That would be funny if that was why this machine was, given to an e-waste facility. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, this is a different PowerBook, Nick. This is the second 15-inch model we're looking at. Yeah, it very much could well be that somebody was messing around with open firmware, doing something they weren't supposed to do. Leopard Assist. Oh, okay. So we have Leopard Assist here. So someone used that to install Leopard on this machine, I believe. Right? So that very well could have been what may have caused some of that weirdness here. Who knows? Got somebody messing around. Let's take that out of the trash in case that proves useful. Is driver turbo setup.exe. Yeah, that's not going to bring us anywhere. We could toss that out. Mac OS 6.8 combo update. Yeah, that's not going to help us either. Here's Leopard Assist. Not in the applications folder. That doesn't help us. Yeah, the person playing around with this probably didn't really know exactly the specs of these machines or whatever. Or maybe they were using this for another thing. But we don't need it. But yeah, someone was having fun with this. But again, this is in pretty decent shape. No, I don't think Leopard Assist is any malware. No. So we have 1 gigabyte of memory. One slot is open. And the graphics card here is an ATI Mobility Radeon 9700 with 64 megabytes of memory. Holy cow. And yeah, the battery is not charging. I would think the battery is probably dead. Or like Brian said, maybe it's the power management unit. But you know what? This is not bad. I mean, we got one key that fell off the keyboard here. Actually, the keyboard backlight doesn't want to work. That's a shame. Maybe there's something weird with the installation. But we do have a backlighted keyboard here because we do have the buttons here. But when I push it, nothing's going on. So yeah, maybe something funky is going on here. But oh, the room needs to be dark. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, you cover the. I'm used to the newer ones where you could turn it on no matter what. But you could see some of the light coming through in the center there. If the room was dark, you'd see it a little better. In fact, let me turn the light off. For those of you who've never seen it before, let me turn the light off above me, and we'll show you what that looks like. That's still kind of light, but if I cover the sensors here on each side, you'll kind of see. Well, it's hard to cover the sensors and and hold the camera. Let's see if I can do this. Hope you could see that a little bit, but let me turn the light back on. There we go. Oh, we got a little... My Mac was doing a weird thing there. There we go. Just want to make sure we got a good connection here. We're not dropping any frames. Oh, I dropped a few frames there. Sorry about that if that got a little choppy there. I don't know why. I do wish they put a sensor on the 12-inch PowerBook as well. We got 44 people here. I think that's a record for me. Hello, everybody. If we got anybody that's new, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, that would be awesome. We're having a friendly competition with Bruce from Brightest Creations. So besides this, this H key here, this machine works pretty well, especially since we solved that 933 megahertz thing. It's a bit choppy. Well, I apologize. Try refreshing the YouTube window. It says I have an excellent connection here, but YouTube sometimes gets a little weird. So if you're having some issues there, I would suggest just refreshing. I'm going to shut this down. We're going to look at the next machine because I'm satisfied with this. Okay, yeah, I see my connection took a nosedive there for a second. I apologize for that. I'm sort of in the green and then yellow here. So apologies if it goes choppy. There's nothing I could do short of rebooting my router, which I am not going to do at this point in time. Hopefully the audio is okay so you could understand what I'm saying right now. Once in a while this does happen. My router decides to just go nuts. And although I'm on a wired connection, sometimes it goes a little weird. OBS is showing me some orange lights here, which means that the connection to YouTube is maybe a little weird. Hopefully this evens out. Usually it will. So usually I'll be okay. So sorry if it's a little choppy there. Just stick on through it. We'll be okay. We're going to look at the next PowerBook. So let's move on. yeah, Aaron, this is an early morning stream because I have some stuff to do today. So I won't be around later, so I figured might as well do it in the morning. And I woke up early anyway, so all right, I'm going to need to find a spot for these PowerBooks. I'm running out of space here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some weird DNS thing still going on here. But okay. All right, so we got another PowerBook on the desk here. Let's see how this one looks. Well, this one looks pretty good. That screen looks nice. Another 15-inch here. Yeah, we have some 2006 MacBook Pros. I'm sorry, Timothy. You got to refresh your browser or something. I don't see anybody else having the same issue, but YouTube is being weird. So sorry. Let's see. We got a PC card slot here. Same ports. This might be the same model, honestly. Oh wait, this is the one we looked at before because I scribbled on the bottom. My bad. Hold on. They all look the same. Which one is this? This is the one with the bad. Nope. All right, this is different. We got some keys missing here. Oh boy. We got some keys missing here. Oof. Yeah, we had the shift key missing, 2 arrow keys missing, a command key missing, and another shift key missing. Oof. That is... And the screen is cracked. Look at that. Oh, that sucks. Oof. You know what? Let's see what happens though. We got a battery. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna plug it in. Now this is a little beat up here. There's some seams here. Somebody was in this machine before. A lot of the screws are missing. This probably has no hard drive in it. This is probably a situation where they just wanted the data to be taken off this machine. I doubt this thing... I don't know. Well, I don't know. Let's turn it on. Okay, it beeped at us. Because it doesn't like the memory. Or it needs memory. One of those things. So, let's see if we could solve that. Oh, Mason, nice. Yeah, the titaniums are great machines. Was it a DVI titanium or a VGA titanium? Alright, so I'm just going to unscrew the memory door here. Yeah, I'm not surprised this computer's unhappy either. If this happened to me, I'd be unhappy too. Let me get a screwdriver holder thingy here so I'm not just using the little bit with my hands. VGA titanium PowerBook, nice. What is it, the 600 or 667 model? Okay. Yeah, the feet, most of the feet are gone too. All right, we have no memory at all in this thing. But the bottom says it's a 1.67 gigahertz. So that's good. That is good. Let's see. Yeah, sorry if YouTube's having issues here. I really cannot control that, unfortunately. Sorry. So I'm just putting one piece of memory in here, just to do a quick test. Yeah, it would be nice if the board's all right. I think this is DDR2. I think. I honestly didn't look at the module, but I had DDR2 modules on the side of my desk. So, alright, so Action Retro votes alive. Let's see if this will work. Hey, we got a chime! Now the screen is going to be... Oh, never mind. You hear that? It chimed and then it beeped at us. Okay, maybe it doesn't like this memory. We got a bunch of different beeps here. Alright, so this is a piece of memory here that was from a recycler itself. So, this is PC2 5300s. This is DDR2. I'm assuming it's this machine takes DDR2 because otherwise it wouldn't have fit, right? We have a 2 gigabyte module here. Maybe it'll like this a bit better. Also, a lot of these machines had issues with like their with the pins and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if this had a messed up slot or whatever. Let's try the other slot and a different module. Let's see if that works. Well, aren't DDR1 and DDR2 not interchangeable? If one fits, wouldn't the other one not fit? Oh, well, it kind of tried to chime there. Yeah, so maybe it's a bad memory module. I don't know. Hey, Kyle, welcome to the chat. Yeah, so I actually just commented on one of the PowerBooks here at a very stinky keyboard. I don't know if there's a way to get rid of that, to be honest. However, maybe somebody in the chat knows. I think maybe there could be a solution where you take the whole thing apart, but it might be easier just to find a replacement keyboard. That might be the best way to go at this point. I'm not sure. Let's see. I've a stack of memory here. I don't know which is PC3 and which is PC2. Here's a PC2. This says 6400S, so that should fit here. Let's try the top slot again. I don't know, Bruce. We've been going here for an hour or so, and I got 43 viewers, and I've been telling them to subscribe, so oops. How you doing, Bruce? Welcome to the live stream. We're messing around with PowerBooks. We had some good success, except this one has a cracked screen, and it's beeping at us. So we'll see if we get this one working. Let's try this again. Alright, we got a startup chime. No, I haven't been saying that, Action Retro. Optical drive's going. I think this is going to boot up now. There we go. Yeah, we got a poor screen here. Ooh, that was where there was impact. Ooh. Well, we got a working 17-inch so far. We got a working 15-inch. 2 working 15 inches, actually. And a working 12-inch. So this one seems to be booting. Let's plug this into a display because this display is obviously not having it. Oh, I'm not going to swap the screens right now. That's it's a whale. Yeah, this is a sonar screen. It's showing you live whales here. Let's plug in our DVI port here on the side. Let's turn the monitor on first. Let's see if that'll do anything here. Maybe I have to reboot it. Sometimes they get a little finicky. So we got is this on the right connection here? Yeah, so I have DVI to VGA adapter. Hopefully that'll work here in this situation. Maybe. I'm not seeing any light on the screen here, but am I using the right VGA cable? Yep. I have so many on this desk here, it wouldn't surprise me. Got 44 people watching. Hello, everybody. Yeah, the monitor is set to VGA. It's set to D-sub. I have another adapter here. Let me go grab that. Maybe it's that. Who knows? So I have another adapter here. Thank you, Bruce. Dana was in the chat earlier and said a very similar thing, and we got some likes. So very much appreciated. Now Bruce runs a very good channel. We're having a friendly competition of who gets the more subscribers here. But Bruce runs an excellent channel where he's doing some live streams. He also has some very good scripted, normal videos where he talks about recapping and repairing vintage Macintoshes, which is great because I've learned basically everything I know about recapping machines from this guy right here. So if you are not subscribed to Bruce, even though we're having a silly little friendly competition here about subscribers, make sure you do that because he has excellent content there. Bruce is Brankus Creations. There he is. He just identified himself. Some excellent videos. He's also part of our Mac Yak podcast. So he is also one of our fellow yackers. So if you've seen me on the Mac Yak podcast, then you've seen Bruce there as well. Yeah, the monitor is on VGA. So I don't think that's the problem. You are very welcome, sir. Yep, that wire's plugged into there. Yes, Bruce pushed me into getting an ultrasonic cleaner, and that was quite an adventure. I'm actually trying to put a scripted video together. Most of the footage is shot. I just got to get down and set up and do it. But shut the lid. All right. No, yeah, there's I don't think there's a mirror key on this. I mean, honestly, I've never. Oh, there is. How about that? I've honestly never really used these PowerBooks, so. Well, I think it will force it into clamshell mode if you close it, and then I think you need to plug a mouse in and do that. But in my experience, you should just be able to plug it in and it should be okay. But it's not even getting it's not even booting. So I think some of those. Oh, there we go. There we go. See, we have our looking for an operating system flashing icon. So there we go. All right, so that's good. At least we have some life out of this thing then. So yeah, that's what I was expecting. If I guess it only wants to drive one display at a time. Weird. I've never really had these issues. Hello, Vlad. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, all right. So this PowerBook is a little bit worse for wear. We have some damage on the keys here, and screen is cracked. But you know what? It does work. We do have it plugged into an external monitor, and it does work. So if I were to use this as a parts machine for the motherboard or something else, I should be okay. Do you think a PowerBook 165C is worth $75? Only if it has no other issues and it comes with a power cord. And honestly, it's up to you. Those things use SCSI hard drives, I believe. Those are getting harder to find. You might have to invest in a SCSI 2SD adapter. Those capacitors are probably rotting in that machine. So 100% up to you. But I've seen worse prices. I got these laptops from a recycling center in New Jersey. There's a website link to them in my video description, chaserecycling.net. That's C-H-A-S-E recycling.net. My friend Vlad was kind enough to let me acquire these machines. Ah, okay. Hello, Vlad. And yeah, so yeah, this one's a little bit worse for wear here. I'm going to take the memory out because we might need this for the next machines we're going to play with. Because we got some more machines coming. We got some more machines coming. Oh yeah, passive matrix. If you've never had the pleasure of working on a passive matrix color or black and white display, I don't know which is worse. I think a color passive matrix is worse than the black and white. But oh, if you never had the pleasure, you're gonna experience some fun. Let me tell you that. I think this is actually gonna go on. Which way? Up this way. There we go. But yeah, we have some more machines. So for those of you just joining, we have a PowerMac G4 desktop 466 megahertz digital audio model. We have yet to test. We have yet to test an iBook 700 megahertz G3 model, and we have yet to test some MacBooks. We have 3 or 4 15-inch MacBooks. Those are coming up next. We are just putting the screws in on this one. And we're going to see what we could get out of those. Yeah, I'm excited to see the MacBooks too. Again, I've never turned any of these on. So what you're seeing is live. We're doing it live. All right. So that's the last of the PowerBooks. Let me move the camera a little bit. And bring the MacBooks up. Oop. I'm sorry. The camera decided to fall on the floor. Let's put this camera back on the tripod here, because we're gonna be falling all over the place here if we keep doing it that way. All right. Sorry to wait precious seconds before getting the MacBook here. How much would a box version of Final Cut Pro? You know what? Stuff like that is more of like a collector's thing. You could obviously download the software wherever you want. I'd say people who want that version of the software probably has it already, but people who want the box of it, I don't know, $50, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. It all depends on the person. Personally, for me, it might be nice to have the box, but it's just going to sit on my shelf. So, yeah. But all right, let's grab some MacBooks here. So we have one. We have two. And we have three. Okay. Oh, nice. 12-inch PowerBook. Very cool. Yeah, you know, there must be something going on with YouTube right now. Another person in the chat said they had some lag, but it might be these DNS server things that are going on. I have all green lights here. OBS is green. YouTube says I have an excellent connection. So there very much could be a YouTube problem. I hate to just be like, oh, it's not me. But I mean, I can't see anything on my end that would say I have an issue here. So that's what I got to go by here. let's see, who else here? Ooh, a Farallon Ethernet card. Very nice, Aaron. Who has an old MacBook back when they were new? I had one that was fairly new. No worries, Bruce. Get to bed. Have a good night's sleep. Catch you in the morning. Oh, you're only in Philly. Okay, I'm in New Jersey, so we're like cousins. Did you see that? I mean, not that you might not want it, but there was a Power Mac G5 that was basically given away for free in Philly. Someone probably got it already, but... Sorry, just reading on the comments. A lot of comments here. Yes, I can't render all those MacBooks. That was you giving away the G5. Why didn't you call me? No, I've too many. You gave it away today. Nice, nice. I'm glad I found a good home. Now this, oof. Ugh. Look, this poor PowerBook. Look at this. This MacBook rather. Oh boy. Yeah, I have a dual core G5 that works, but then all the other G5s I don't really have any luck with. They're all problematic. This top case is like, what the heck happened to this thing? Yeah, it looks like it had its teeth knocked out. Oh, this poor thing. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Look at this. What happened to this poor machine? Look how bent that is. No, the battery didn't swell at all. Well, the battery's a replacement, so maybe it did, but this is someone ripping this thing out. This is yes, Danny, we got a 17-inch PowerBook. We started the stream about an hour and a half ago, and that was one of the first machines we got. It does work, and it's the last of the generation of the 17-inch. So, you know what? All batteries could swell. So let's see if we could gently suggest this. Yeah, this is very bendy. So, I mean, look, it's broken already. So, what am I going to do? Break it more? At least the keyboard keys could be used, huh? I mean, look, obviously these machines were thought to be scrap, so they were probably not treated as gently as us enthusiasts would like them to be treated. As just how things are. But that's a little bit better. Gently suggest it, yes. Boy. Sorry, just reading up on here. Alright, so let's see here. There's no memory. This thing is dusty too. Let me give you a closer look at this thing. This poor little machine. So this is a MacBook Pro here. Hard drive is gone, obviously. And we got a ton of dust here. We still got the airport card. Good for parts. 2 memory modules are missing. We got a DVD burner here. I believe that is where a connector would have gone. For what? I don't know. Yeah, this might have been like the PowerBook where the connectors for the keyboard are actually under this battery or something. But yeah, very dusty here. Well, I'm not giving up hope. Flip this over. Take out the battery. If the battery would come out. There we go. And this cover here. Okay, yeah, I don't see where to... Oh, wait. Oh, so... okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so... The trackpad and keyboard were disconnected from here. So... Something's weird here. Somebody must have ripped these out, or was just lazy. That's the first thing we could test, we could fix here. Get a smaller bit here. I could just pry that up maybe. Doing some early morning fixing here. You know what? It looks pretty rough, guys, but who knows? Maybe we could get it working again. All right, so I'm taking off this little piece here. Let me try and get the camera closer so you can sort of see what I'm doing. There we go. That's a little bit better. And so there's a lot of dust here, but I'm just trying to put these connectors back where they belong here. Maybe they didn't know how to insert them, whoever worked on this last. Or maybe it was a scrap job and they really did not care. That could very much likely have been the cause of that. Just trying to put this cable back there. Okay, and the same for the, I assume this is the trackpad cable. Okay. All right. Let's try and open this up again. All right. So it looks like somebody had a Band-Aid here covering the monitor. The not the monitor, the eyesight camera, which you should not do on the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Apparently it'll crack the screen if you close it. Oh, hot light. Yeah, someone put a Band-Aid here. All right, cool. So let me dust this off here. That didn't even get most of it. Jeez. All right. We could plug this keyboard in. Just gonna rest it on the top here. Who thinks this is gonna work, huh? All this poor machine has been through? What do you guys say? Yes? No? Maybe? Alright, so Taj says it won't work. Action Retro is positive here. Dan says no. I like your videos a lot. Says it will. Aaron thinks it will. Let's switch our power cords here. Now, I haven't used this power adapter before, so this could be a faulty power adapter. Who knows? But let's try it out. So, let's plug it in. Oh, the MagSafe connector is has a little crap in there. Let's clean that out. We can't plug anything in there right now. Hold on. Let's see if that'll work better now. No, there is no memory in here. That's a good point to make. See, that's the problem with this thing. It's not really. It's so bent. Well, you know what? It's actually. If I bend some of these pins, these legs here, I think it'll actually go in correctly. Yeah, there's no hard drive, but let me just put some memory in the bottom here. We got some DDR2 here. There we go. All right, let's try that again. Let's see if this plug will fit. Yeah, we don't get a light on the MagSafe. It could be this adapter. Could be the machine. Let me try one of these other machines here. I don't think any of these machines are giving me a light. Yeah, no light on this adapter. If this adapter doesn't work, I'll go grab another. Yeah, this adapter may not work. Let me go grab another adapter. I will be back in a moment. Just see if I could grab another one of these. Okay, I have another MagSafe adapter here. Let's see if this will work. Hello from Japan. Hello. Very nice to see you here. All right, let's see if this adapter gives us any signs of life. On any of these MacBooks, rather. I keep wanting to call them PowerBooks. I mean, these adapters are all questionable anyway, but... Alright, let me go upstairs and actually get an adapter I know works. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. My apologies. Okay. 2 adapters I know work. So, we should be good here. Alright. So, alright, so this is an 85 watt. This should hopefully work, maybe. The light is not coming on. Oh, there it goes. The light came on the adapter. Good. All right, let's see. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Wow. Yeah, there's no hard drive in there, so it's not going to boot up. That screen is beautiful. Really, it's not in too bad of a shape. There's like a little bit of a scratch here. Really not bad. Now, this doesn't have a hard drive in it, so we're not going to be able to boot it. But wow, this works pretty well. How about that? Wow, that's nice. I mean, this was destroyed. You saw how this top was just off there, but yeah, I don't have I don't have an Intel disk burned for Tiger, so I wouldn't be able to boot this machine up. Unfortunately, I do not have a Leopard disk handy either. Those I usually just have on a FireWire hard drive. So you know, I just don't have that available to me right now. When I fix up these machines further, obviously I will do that. But there is no hard drive in this. I don't have the ability to boot it right here, so I won't be doing that. We have a lot more machines to get to, so yes, I could do FireWire target disk mode and all that fun stuff. I just am not going to spend the time on that because we have other machines to look at today. But yeah, this just simply has no hard drive in it. The machine boots. How about that? That is amazing. Internet recovery on these? No, I don't think that would work. I know that some of the models from like 2009, 2010 do that. This is a 2006 or 2007. I don't think it would have that ability. I could be wrong, but yeah. So yeah, let's turn this off. Let's get to the other ones. But that's a good sign. I'm very surprised by that. Very surprised. Okay, now next one in the stack here. We have another one. Actually, let's just there should be the specs on here. Yeah, this is a 2.4 gigahertz, 2 gigabyte of memory, 200 gigabyte hard drive, super drive, and a modem. So this looks like this was a DDR2 model. So this might have been 2006 or 2007. So it might be a Core Duo or Core 2 Duo. All right, so let's try this one here. What do you guys think? You think this will work? We got the light on the MagSafe. Let's see. Very soft chime, a very soft chime, but it worked. Yeah, this is a glossy screen. Oh my goodness, it's booting. How about that? Look at that. Oh geez, what operating system is on this? What crazy people installed what on this? I am scared. Yeah, somebody was using this thing for a long time. Let's see. I mean, it's going to take a little bit to boot up here. I don't think there's an SSD in here. Exciting. It'll take its time here. You see the refresh rate, kind of. The camera is showing these lines. Those lines aren't here in person. We got a mouse cursor, so the mouse moves. Yeah, if there was an SSD, this thing would be a lot quicker. Let's get a bit of a closer look here. You're going to see a reflection of my lights, but... yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, it could also be just a boot drive, like somebody installed a bootable partition on here. If this goes into the first time setup, I'm going to have to mute the audio. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Oh wait, here we go. This looks like wow. The battery's charging too. Look at that. This is straight off the hard drive. This is not recovery mode or anything. And we got a password in here, which we probably can't guess. Oh my goodness, there is no password here. And we're gonna change the desktop background. Don't want to show anybody's faces or anything. I did not expect there to be no password. Did not expect that at all. Let me just change. It's a little sluggish here, so just give me a minute. Okay, there we go. So you could probably guess what version of the operating system it is on now. Who wants to guess? We have a Mac running Yosemite. Yep. So this is a early 2008. So this is just before... This is just before the unibody ones. So this is a 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duo. We have 4 gigabytes of memory. And we have a 256 megabyte GeForce 8600 graphics card. Again, I'm very sorry if there's some YouTube issues there. Everything looks good on my end, but unfortunately, I cannot control things beyond that. So my apologies if there's buffering. There's been some weird internet stuff going on in the world. So it could be a mix of my end and YouTube. Who knows? I see all green lights on my end. So again, apologies, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm sorry. But yeah, I will be wiping these machines. Obviously, I'm not going to be, showing anything here. But this is running Yosemite. I'm going to do a system report here. And, yeah. We have two 2 gigabyte memory modules in here. So we have 4 gigabytes of memory. And let's see what the battery is on this thing. Ooh, a cycle count of 654. My goodness. Yeah, so it's obviously saying to replace the battery soon. Please don't spam the chat, guys. If you spam the chat, the moderators are going to have to give you a timeout. Please don't do that. So, yeah, this machine was used heavily, obviously. I'm surprised there's still data on this thing, that it wasn't wiped. Yeah, but this is honestly in pretty good condition. This would be good for maybe doing some... let's see what applications are on here. Maybe some video stuff, some photo stuff. We have some Adobe apps on here. Well, we did. Only Flash Player is left on here. Office, iPhoto, some Verizon stuff, some Western Digital stuff. Yeah, so this is This is a neat machine. This is not bad at all. Again, this is one of the last non-unibody models. A condition replaced soon from the battery. We have 1% charge on the battery, but yeah, this is not bad. Oh, Jeremy, that is nice. An Apple IIc and a Molar Mac. So that's a G3 all-in-one, or you just have the microphones. Maybe you just have the microphones, not the machines, but really cool. All right, so this one worked out. The battery's charging to 1%. I'm going to shut this down, and we're going to look at the last MacBook here, and then we have two other machines I want to look at before we stop. So I'm going to shut this machine down. A nice glossy screen here. I'm sure this will clean up nice. I really think this would. This is a nice one. Yeah, this is not a bad machine at all. So I'm gonna take that and put it over to the side. And here we have another one. Oh, I would love it if they made a 12-inch Pro. That would be pretty cool. All right, let's open this one up. All right, so we have a matte screen here. Not bad. Let's take our plug here. What do you guys think about this one? So we get a green light on the MagSafe adapter. What do you think? You think this will work? Maybe not. Huh? Well, let's give it a go. It gives a chime. How about that? This has a pretty massive dent in the side here. Let's see if the screen's okay. No, this is a MagSafe one. These all have been MagSafe ones. Alright, so no image on the screen. We could have a bad display, a bad inverter board. The green light on the MagSafe turned off. Maybe bad memory, bad GPU, something like that. Very possible. Very possible. I'm going to check the memory on this, just for the heck of it. Oh. Oh, this battery is swelling. That's right. One of these had a swelling battery. This battery is swelling here. You could sort of see that. Probably not putting a lot of happy pressure on the other components. I'm going to try and get this battery out of here. This battery does not want to budge. And if I peel this back off, it's not going to get the battery out. It's just going to, the whole thing is going to rip off. I got to be very careful here. I don't want to puncture anything. Well, first I got to get this battery out. I'm not going to leave this battery in here. That is the first step here. Looks like someone tried to do this before me. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'll troubleshoot the heck out of it once I get this battery. I don't like having. I don't even like having these in the house, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is not really ideal. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this battery is stuck in there. I don't know if I can get this out, guys, honestly. Yes, someone who likes swollen batteries got offended. Last thing I need this to do is explode on my desk, so. Yeah, I can't get this out. It is not budging. Yeah, I don't have a plastic plunger that is small to fit in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and carefully wedge this out on this side here, and then on the other side too. So we'll get this out quickly. Well, we'll try. How about that? We'll try to get this out. Yeah, let's not have it explode. While that would be probably a popular thing to watch, I don't want my desk or my house to catch on fire. How about that? It's not how I envisioned starting this morning. I'm not gonna lick it. You guys are crazy. Boy, something's in the water this morning. Yeah, first I'm just getting this here. I'm gonna get a plastic card of some sort. So yeah, old batteries are a hazard. So I gotta be careful with this. I don't want to blow up anything. Let's see, what could I use here? What could I use? That's too thick. That's some cardboard. That won't work. Well, I can't take the top case off really until I unscrew some of these things here, and I mean, I guess I could do. I don't want to take apart the whole machine. I'm a little lazy, but. Let me use this little. I gotta have something better around here. Yeah. Let me go get something that I'll be able to do that with. I'll be right back. I'm looking in my toolbox, see if I have any anything that'll help me out here. I know I have one of those fancy opening things. I really need to invest in one of those iFixit toolkits. Yeah, I need to get one of those. I have a suction cup here. Well, no, that doesn't work. Not really what I need here. Well, I think a suction cup would rip this top off. That top is gonna just come right off because it's just plastic there. I have a very thin piece here. I'm just gonna. There we go. Almost got it. This is a little concerning here, because this thing obviously has swelled up and is putting pressure all around here. If it was upside down, I'd probably. Yeah, see, I can get it out like that much, and then it goes right back in. I think here is where it's really getting caught. There we go. My goodness. That is going to go straight in the recycling bin. Look at that. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not going to stick around. All right, let's see if there's any memory in this thing. Maybe something got removed from here, or what? Maybe that's why it didn't want to boot before. Sorry that took so long. I like to do things carefully. I don't want to rip things out and break them. At least I try anyway. Yes, it's always a little concerning. Okay, we have 2 memory modules in here from Corsair. Good brand. Never really had a problem with those. Yes, I think I know where to do that, Brian. I'll let you know. Same guy I got this stuff from. They do recycling. So, value select should work okay. Let's flip it over again. Hopefully, maybe there's not so much pressure on here. Whoop. Of course, there go all the screws. I'm an idiot. 1, 2. Ah, geez, where's the 3rd screw? Oopsie. Oopsie doodle. I'm not perfect. I make a mistake. Make sure there's no screw hanging out in here. Oh, I heard something fall. 1, 2. Where'd the other one go? No worries, Action Retro. See you later, man. Thanks for joining. My only concern is if that screw like went here. That's probably not a good thing. There's too much stuff on my desk. It's hard to see if it would have went anywhere else. I mean, it's unlikely it would have, but with my luck, yeah, take it to the Apple Store. They'd be like, "What the heck is this? This is a relic. Get it out of here." Might have fallen on the floor for all I know. All right, well, put the memory back in. You guys think this one will boot up now that we took the battery out? I don't know, but let's see. I heard the CD drive go. The light is on. Might have a bad display or something. Let's try a good old-fashioned PRAM reset. So the front light of the machine is solid on. I forget the SMC reset key combination for this model. It changes. Let me look that up. Let's see. I don't know if that was the proper way to do it. You know, I'm curious. I have a battery here that's not completely destroyed. Maybe it likes the battery. Who knows? Maybe it got sad. It hadn't had a battery for so long. Let's unplug this, plug it back in. Yeah, it could be a GPU issue. Could be a lot of things, honestly. Could have been dropped. Could have been submerged in water, for all I know. These are all questions. There's a reason why it was at the recycling center. Let me just say that. There's a reason why this machine wasn't sold. There's a reason why it had problems. So you're saying bad GPU, the sleep light indicator is a good giveaway. So yeah, that could very well be it. So, alright, well, not going to play around with this too much because we have some other machines. So, I'm going to unplug this. The battery still has a charge of the other one I pulled. So we'll shut this down. But hey, you know what? We had some pretty good success over the machines we tested so far. So, I would say we were pretty lucky. Put some of these screws back. I'm going to find that other one like in a week, I'm sure. I'm going to say, where did this screw come from? Alright, and there's the other screw. Yes, just for display. Or for parts. Alright, so got a stack of MacBooks there. The last portable we have today is this lovely little iBook. Now, unfortunately, as we saw at the beginning of the stream, this iBook has a cracked screen. Unfortunately. However, let's see if we get any signs of life out of it, huh? Maybe we could, maybe we get some signs of life, huh? Alright, so I'm going to open this up. And plug in power. This is the G3 iBook 700 megahertz model. Let's try and turn it on. Oh, come on. You know what? This had a battery taped on. Let's take that off. Maybe this isn't the right battery for it. Who knows? Let's take this battery off. They taped the heck out of this. Jeez, really? I guess you wanted to keep it all in one place. I understand that, but... I bet I'll regret taking this tape off once I do. They taped the switch and everything. Alright, battery has come off. It's a 12-inch iBook rechargeable battery. We have a serial number. We don't really have any specs, but we know this is a 700 megahertz machine. Well, if you guys got to go for lunch or dinner, don't worry. I'll be here when you get back probably. If not, you can watch the replay. No signs of life so far. Let's open this up. Yeah, so we do have a airport card here. But it could be a logic board issue, it could be a few things. But we just don't know, really. I have a few iBooks like this where they just show no signs of life. Just hold down the power button here. Plug that back in. Yeah, I don't think this is going to do anything. I don't think this is going to do anything for us, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'm going to bring out the last machine we have. We have a desktop. It's pretty big. So let's bring that out. We'll put the laptop away here. Here's another screw. I don't think that was the one for the battery, though. Okay, are we ready for a desktop? My desk isn't. There's wires all over the place here. You're talking about the system sounds. Yeah, I did a video about the new system sounds in Big Sur. Check that out if you haven't seen them. Okay. Alright, guys. Here we go. Oh, boy. My goodness. Okay, yeah, this is a big boy here. So this is a Power Mac G4. This is the same one we showed at the beginning of the stream, Nick. Don't get too excited. And here we go. So 466 megahertz digital audio model. Very nice. And we didn't turn it on. So this has an original Mac Store hard drive. Those are pretty notorious for going bad. Yeah, let's give it a quick turn on. See what happens here. All right. Oh boy. Desktops always take up much more room, obviously. So let's see. Where's that video cable? Oh, here it is. So we need to plug this into a screen. Oh yes, Taj, you were there. I remember that. Okay. Let's get a keyboard. We have a keyboard here. What do you guys think? You think this is going to boot up right away? You think it's going to have a problem? What do you guys think? I think it might boot up. I'm going to be positive here. It's the last machine of the day. I think it's going to work. Okay. Got power here. Set the camera up right so we can see everything here, because I have a bunch of crud on the desk. There we go. Get the monitor in frame. All right, moment of truth. That is a nice, healthy chime. That was quite loud. Sorry. We got a signal for the monitor. Let's see if we get anything on the screen. Look at that. We got an apple on the screen. It's booting up. Wow. Let's get a mouse pad over here for our mouse. How about that? Yeah, this is not a sawtooth. It's actually a digital audio. So yeah, it has the same case and everything, but this has a digital audio port for those Apple Pro speakers, and it has a gigabit Ethernet port on the back, which is nice. Also has a SCSI card installed. We're going to see what upgrades were done to this, because this machine is a 466 with 128 megabytes of memory, 30 gigabyte hard drive, ATI Rage, and a CD burner. So let's see if anything changed. Oh, we got, might be Jaguar or Panther by the looks of it. I think Jaguar, actually. Wow. That's a very cute desktop, if I do say so myself. We got Real Player on the desktop. That dates it right off the bat. Let's go to About This Mac here. I was right. Jaguar. 466 megahertz, 384 megabytes of memory. So we have three 128 megabyte memory modules. One spot is open in the slots there. Let's see if the graphics card is standard. It probably is. Yep, that's an ATI Rage 128, 16 megabyte graphics card. And we have a SCSI card installed there too. Nice. We have Real Player. Oh boy. We got a fonts folder. Yeah, this is probably a, was it? Yep, this is a bunch of design software here. Adobe. Whoa, what's going on with the scrolling here? Stuff at Expander, all that stuff. What is going on? Something is funky with this. My goodness. Alright, let's you got an airport card here, which is nice. Oh, sorry, the camera decides to go out of focus every once in a while. It is possessed, yes. Yeah, I mean this thing booted out. Let's see if it has OS 9 installed. I bet this was a dual booting system with Wacom tablet drivers. Yeah, this was a graphic designer's machine, I'm sure. Looks like we only have Jaguar, so no Mac OS 9 on here. I would love to install 9 on here. Play some Unreal Tournament and have some fun. Yeah, that is a nice. That's not a bad system, really. Let's check the. I bet you the optical driver is the same. I don't think they did any upgrades besides memory to this thing. I have no idea what that background's called. It's a custom one, I'm sure. It's not an Apple one. Let's see. CD-ROM, although this said CD burner, so I would assume maybe the system profiler doesn't know. I will try and figure out where this background is saved. It is quite cute. Desktop _buff a lumps. That's what it's called, buff a lump. If you do a Google search for my camera cord is caught here. If you do a search for that title, you'll probably find it online, I'm guessing. But if you cannot, I would be happy to send that along. That's quite adorable. So yeah, let's see. We do have the classic control panel here. I don't think there's any classic system folders here though. Yep, no classic system folders. So this was an OS 10 only machine. Yeah, I'll get the images off of here. I have a Discord, but it's only on the Mac Yak podcast channel, so I don't have my own. It's a shared one, which is good because I honestly am terrible with it. I don't really go on it as often as I should. People leave me messages there all the time, which is so nice of them, but I'm a little slow. It takes me a few days, few weeks. But yeah, I'll definitely I don't think I can connect to my Wi-Fi here. I think it's gonna be too new. So I'll have to plug in Ethernet, and then we can transfer along those desktop images. That'll be nice. But I'll do that either today or tomorrow. That'd be a nice thing to do. But yeah, this is the last machine I had to show off. A nice blue LED light by the power button. In pretty decent shape. I mean, yeah, it's a little dusty, a little dirty. There's some scratches and paint on it, but not too bad. There's classic in the preferences, so you could run the Mac OS 9 emulated classic environment. So you could run OS 9 applications on OS 10. This is OS 10 Jaguar 10.2. Real Player, I have to open up Real Player. Your clock is set incorrectly. Oh, yes. Really? I can't... I do this manually? Alright. So today is the 18th. And it is approximately 12:20 p.m. How about that? Font retrospect. You have not backed up since May 10th, 2007. Okay, I'm going to guess that was the last time this machine was run. May 10th, 2007. In fact, let's go to the user directory here. 2005. Oh, we got 2007. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, 2007 was then library. Yeah, I think this machine was last used for 2007. Jeez. That's pretty impressive, honestly, for a machine of this age. 466 megahertz. Wow. Yeah, this is a pretty cool time capsule. This is pretty cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, let's open up Real Player again. I don't know what this is. Yeah, it's trying to load something over the internet, which is obviously not going to work. Servers cannot be reached. Yeah, I wonder why, Real Player. I wonder why. Well, I mean, hey, if it works, it works. We'll drag those goodies out to review them later, but yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, this is the last machine. Again, for those of you who missed it, it's a blazing fast 466 megahertz digital audio Power Mac G4 running Jaguar OS 10 10.2, and what a nice machine. I do have quite a few G4 desktops, but very, very cool. So I'm gonna end it here. We've been going for a while now. Oh, geez, I don't even know how long. My mouse is all the way over here. Been going for just about 3 hours. So I'm going to give you guys 4 or 5 minutes. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to ask me, feel free. Anything, any pickups you've gotten recently, anything you want to share, that'd be cool. But we'll wind this down here. But it's been fun. Thank you for joining me this morning. I usually don't do streams this early, but this is the only time I was really going to be able to do it this weekend. So, and it seems to be right on time for a lot of people eating dinner and lunch. So that's good. That's good. Great stream. Thanks for sharing. Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Are you going to stream your work group servers? Maybe eventually. They're not in any running condition right now, unfortunately. How much do 15-inch aluminum MacBooks go for? Or I guess PowerBooks. I really don't know. I'm not 100% sure. That's a good question though. How do you approach recyclers to get machines? So I actually ended up buying a machine from somebody. It was a G5 desktop a few years ago, and I didn't know he was a recycler, and it turned out that he was, and I eventually found out that's where he got this stuff from. And I helped him out for a few months, maybe over a year or so, of fixing up Macs, because he was primarily a PC guy. So I formed a nice relationship with this individual and helped fix up some Macs so he could sell them. And he would eventually, once in a while, get some PowerPC stuff, which he couldn't really sell. And I was there to help him understand, okay, this is a PowerPC G5, this is a Mac Pro, showing him the differences, because they all, to someone who's used to PCs, they all look alike. And so I was helping him out, and thankfully we formed a nice relationship. And so whenever he sees stuff like this that he knows he can't sell and he knows that it's going to get scrapped, if he can, he's not always able to, but if he can, he puts it aside for me, which is very kind of him. And so I'm always glad to be able to get these machines in, even if they're for parts. But as we saw, the majority of these machines worked pretty well. Some had cracked screens, but they turned on. Others, like this, work fine. The majority of the laptops we got worked okay. We got a battery that was a little swelling, but yeah, not too bad. So I would suggest just sending them a message saying, hey, do you have any similar items like this, or blah blah blah, something like that. And again, not all people are going to be open. A lot of people don't have time to deal with individuals, but it never hurts to ask. And the worst they could do is say no or ignore you. But everyone's situation is a little different. But all right, Tech and Music. See you later. Thank you. I'm very glad, Nick. Thank you, Christopher. I'm glad. Thanks. Very kind words, everybody. So we're gonna hop off in about 3 minutes here. But any other questions or anything about these machines? Obviously, these were in rough shape. They need some attention and care and refurbishment. I will be doing those at a later stream, I'm sure. But Yeah, this, let's see if the eject works. A little sluggish. Probably has not been ejected in a good 13 years or so. Well, I'm glad, Steve Moon, that it was fun to watch. Oh. Yep. I think that that drive is on its last legs. Yeah. I shouldn't have tempted fate there. Yeah, now it doesn't want to eject. That's okay. Probably the belt has gone. Sitting in the warehouse all these years. But you know what? That's an easy fix. Not hard to replace. But alright guys, well, I appreciate you hanging out with me here today. So again, I'm Steve from Mac84. You probably know. You've probably subscribed to the channel. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Like I said, we're having a little friendly competition with our friend Bruce from Brankus Creations. I also suggest you subscribe to his channel. He does a great work as well. And I'm also on Twitter and Instagram if you do those things. My handle is Mac84TV, as in television. And that's where you can find me. I post images and stuff in between streams and all that fun stuff there. So that's something you can look forward to. I am working on a lot of scripted videos, so I'm not doing a lot of live streams. It's sort of weird I had 2 in a row right here. But I'm really just trying to finish some stuff, get some cool stuff out for you guys to watch. And so I'll be focusing on that heavily over the next few days. But I do appreciate when I do go live, I have a bunch of people joining me. That's always fun. And yeah, I'm gonna second what everything is saying. Everybody have a good day. It's supposed to be very hot here on the East Coast of the U.S. here today. Very warm. Stay inside. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. Stay safe. Be healthy, everybody. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. So we got some stuff here today that we went through. Again, we got some PowerBook G4s. We got some iBooks. We got some MacBook Pros. We had this lovely thing. And they all pretty much had some good signs of life, let's just say, about that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this machine down. I will get that wallpaper out to you guys, because that's pretty neat. Because these are time capsules. They're really neat. And yeah, that's about it. Let's wait for this machine to shut down, and we'll end the stream around the same time. There we go. Let me just get these plugs out of the way. Yeah. So, okay, guys. Well, take care, and I hope you have a good weekend, and hope you pick up something cool. Maybe you guys will have some good luck like I did recently. So, I'm gonna search for the end stream button here. See you guys later. Bye bye.